All right, now starting with the top focus here on Times Now at this hour, Madras High Court has set aside an order permitting to take over the Chennai's Ayodhya Mandapam by the state government. Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowment Department had taken over the administration of the property following a favourable court order. Now the court has given the department liberty to conduct an independent inquiry into the allegations and proceed further if needed. Till the inquiry is concluded, the court has given the Samaj full control of the Mandapam. Going across to my colleague Shilpa, who is joining us with more details on this. Shilpa, now what has been the reaction of the state government as far as this case is concerned? This is being seen by many people as a victory of the Hindutva groups.
Well, Ankit, the DMK government is yet to react. The court order, of course, came out just a short while back, and it was a very detailed order that was pronounced in open court. But the DMK government, of course, once they get the full order copy, they will go through it and then take a decision on whether they want to go for an appeal or whether they will adhere to the order of the Madras High Court. But what essentially the Madras High Court has said is that the takeover, the 2013 order by the HRNC department appointing a fit person to administer the Ayodhya Mandapam, the Madras High Court has set aside that particular order. Now, this entire controversy dates back to 2013 when one of the life members of the Sri Ram Samaj, which manages the affairs of the Ayodhya Mandapam here in Chennai, he had filed multiple complaints with the HRNC department saying that there is widespread financial irregularities and mismanagement by other members of the Sri Ram Samaj. He of course said that no book of account is kept as far as the public money is concerned. Several devotees offer gold jewellery, silver and other jewellery and money, and none of this is, there is a proper account is kept, is what the Life Samaj member of course had alleged. And following that, the HRNC department of course carried out an inspection, and when they visited the Ayodhya Mandapam, which was originally a community hall, what they figured out was that idols were placed, pujas were being performed twice a day, a hundi was placed where people were giving their money and other offerings. So they say this qualifies, or this makes it a public temple, and that is the reason why they appointed a fit person to take over the administration. And following a legal tussle, a stay on this order was vacated in March, and the DMK government of course proceeded with the order, and they they took over the administration of the Ayodhya Mandapam.
May I request you to stay on with me? Vishnu Jain, advocate, is joining us at this moment. Mr. Jain, I just want to understand from you. Many are seeing this as an example of how religious institution, Hindu religious institutions, should be, should be kept away from the administration, from the state government's control. Do you see this as a step towards that?
Yes, definitely. It's a very welcome step, because if you actually see, it's a demand within the Hindu society from long time that the temples should not be governed by a secular government. And those who believe in secularism and the concept of secularism, the basic theme of secularism is that religion and governance should be separated from each other. So the moment a secular government takes over any administration of a temple, it violates Article 25, it violates Article 26, and therefore, according to me, in my legal opinion, the entire administration of a temple must be with the Hindu community and must be with the priests and the members and the locals of that community, rather than it being controlled.
What about the allegations of irregularities as far as this temple is concerned, as far as Ayodhya Mandapam is concerned? The court has also said that meanwhile the investigation can go on.
See, you are absolutely right that there are allegations of irregularity, and my proposition is something different. My proposition is that if there is irregularity, we have to clean the process, we have to clean the system, but it doesn't mean that in the alternative we will have a government which will take control over the temples, because if government is also entering...
Stay on, Mr. Jain, thank you for joining us with all those details. I'm now being joined by Mr. H. Raja for the Bharatiya Janata Party in Tamil Nadu. Thank you, sir, for speaking to us. First, your reaction on the court order, and how do you see this? Is this going to be a precedent as far as other temples in the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned?
See, the government of Tamil Nadu, especially the HRNC department, has been time and again repeating the same crime against the Hindu community, Hindu places of worship. Already there has been an order just 2 months back when they took over Vinayagar temple at Chennai. And when one Lakshmi Narayan temple was taken over at Chennai, that was also struck. Again, these people are doing this. That too, I see two main reasons for this mad act on the part of the Tamil Nadu government, because the people in and around the Ayodhya Mandapam have elected the BJP candidate as their corporator. And second, His Excellency, the Governor of Tamil Nadu, has attended a function inside the Ayodhya Mandapam. These two things have been the main provocation for this mindless Dravidian stock government to take over the temple. At least from now on, the state government should know its limitations, that it has to follow the procedure, and moreover, the act is not there for not running the temples permanently. If there has been any complaint, irregularity, then the government can intervene and remove the irregularity and restore it to the hereditary trustee.
Should there be any politics seen in this, sir? I mean, it's a court order which is now, in fact, being implemented. Should there be any politics seen or conducted on this?
The immediate provocation, as I perceive, is the election of the only corporator of Chennai, Umanandan, from that area. Second, His Excellency participating in the function. This is a madness. This is a mad government, and we don't know whether good sense would prevail upon the Dravidian stock government because of this order. That is also doubtful.
All right. Thank you for joining us with all those details, sir. Shilpa continues to be with us. Shilpa, as you said, the government so far has not reacted to this judgment. But do you see now, repercussions of this as far as the political scenario in Tamil Nadu is concerned? But the Bharatiya Janata Party possibly seeing an opportunity in this?
Well, that's right. In fact, the BJP, even when, the HRNC department officials went to Ayodhya Mandapam to take over the administration, it was met with stiff resistance. BJP members belonging to other right-wing groups, all of them staged a massive protest outside Ayodhya Mandapam. Many of them were arrested, and a case was also registered against them. So it is not just a legal issue, but also a political issue, because the BJP has been time and again alleging that the DMK is being anti-Hindu. They are taking over Hindu properties and not really, not really interfering in the businesses of other religions is what the allegation is. But let us be very clear, this is not something that the DMK government has started. This happened way back in 2013 when the previous AIDMK government was in power. There was a stay that was, interim stay that was granted by the Madras High Court on this particular order. It was vacated in March. So there was a favourable decision for the government, and that is when the DMK government, of course, decided to go ahead and take over the administration of Ayodhya Mandapam, and that, of course, was met with stiff resistance. So this order that has come out today is indeed a setback for the DMK government, but it is also setback for the AIDMK, which put the ball in motion. And, now, of course, several BJP leaders and several right-wing group members say that this will set the ground for freeing all other temples in Tamil Nadu. But the DMK government has been very categorical in its stand that there is no question of freeing temples. It will continue to remain under the HRNC department, and they've also been citing several other Madras High Court judgments which gives the HRNC department the right to administer over other temples in the state.
All right, thank you for, in fact, Shilpa, I request you to stay on with me. There is, another big story that we